Hey everybody, it's Valagar Aloevain back for some more Threnal. Um, Joined with my dancing displacer beast. Alright, so for these ones here, we are actually going to be starting on the southern ruins or the abandoned excavation. In order to be able to enter this area, you have to first complete both the Library of Threnal, the eastern, as well as the western ruins, and turn them into their respective individuals. So for the Western, it'd be Jan Fallner. For the Eastern, it would be Saldanik. Now, you do want to stress this so much. If at any point when you are turning this in that you select to repeat this adventure, so you finish the Eastern, you go select repeat the Eastern runes or repeat the Library of Threnal, you'll have to redo that part. So I do want to stress that you do not want to do that. Once you've done that, you've completed them both, you want to return to Sal. So again, you do not want to select the repeat. You want to ask, is there more to do? And he will send you now to the abandoned excavation, which is just around the corner. Again, this the southern ruins here. And then you want to talk to Zavira. And that will get you started on the abandoned excavation in the southern ruins. Alright, so now this one is probably people's least favorite grouping of these quests, because this one is almost like a literal maze. As you can see, right from the start, you can choose to go right or left, and it's a very complicated, or can be a very complex endeavor. Now, again, it's been a long time since I've run this, so if I do happen to get a little bit lost, I want to apologize right now. However, in this one, you want to basically make your way down to the southeastern section. So you want to keep taking paths that lead either south or east. So the first thing we're going to do here is you do want to head right once you leave the gate. We do have a few enemies here. And you're going to come down to this section. Now, while you're exploring, somewhere, and I do want to say somewhere, there is going to be a random treasure chest which will contain a key. This key is semi-required. I do say semi, as the key that the door unlocks can be just picked, and it is not a quest objective. If, however, you do not have anybody who can pick locks, obviously you would need to track down this chest. Alright, so this is not the path that we need. I was just checking to see. So we're going to continue down here. As you can see, it is heading further south, but this one actually loops up a little bit. Of course, he doesn't want to come out of that. There we go. Alright, and you want to keep heading down this tunnel until you get to this one here, where when you look, you can see a couple of flesh renders. The reason being is there is a beholder here. Now, it is a requirement to kill that beholder, even though it's not saying it here yet. As soon as we kill it, we will get the objective there. So I'm just gonna take care of these guys real quick. So as soon as he dies, that's where it's the slay the cave beholder. So if you had approached him, then you would have received the optional. But if you have set your object draw distance to the maximum potential, as you can see him all the way from back here, which at that point won't have triggered. So you do need to kill him. Once he's dead, however, we don't need to go down that path. We can just continue further east. And we're going to be heading around the corner here. Now, one common spot for this chest to spawn is actually right in here. Unfortunately, we did not get it this time. But it's just a small little treasure chest that, again, can spawn in multiple locations. So from here, we want to head south and actually just pop down here. We're going to continue off, not actually going around the corner here, rather heading further here, I believe. No, okay. So yeah, we do want to make this turn here. And just continue down the tunnel. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. There we go. Call hireling while I'm killing this last gargoyle. There we go. Alright, and then you're just going to want to continue further east, again dropping down the shaft here. From here, you're going to want to head to the gate. Now, this is the gate that is locked, as you can see here, and that requires a key that you looted somewhere within the quest itself. But if you have lockpicking or you know, a bell of opening, you can just easily bypass that door. And from there, that's actually the hard part of navigating through. The rest of it is fairly straightforward. So I'm actually quite impressed with myself, as honestly the last time I ran this was probably nearly a year ago. I did stumble up a little bit, but not too much. Alright, so as we're progressing in, our grates, like some of the other ones there, that will be a flame jet. And we do have a control box here that we can get to turn that off. And again, similar thing right here as well. Alright, so here we're going to want to head around the corner. Now you can of course use the flame jets as traps to kill off these enemies. I know I have done that in the past myself. Or of course you can just go with the tried and true method of just beating them down. Alright. So in this room here at the very back, there are two levers. You do need to pull them both. As well, you also need to head down this tunnel here. There are a couple of black puddings there, as well as some ice flensers. Now at the very bottom, we do have a chest, which does contain a key. Now this key is required. You can actually unlock that one. You do need to stop and pick up that key. But it's super easy. Alright. From here we're going to want to head through the rune doors. Now those chests there, as you can see, something feels wrong. Oops, sorry about that. So as it said, something feels wrong. What it is this is a breakaway floor. Now these chests here are not actually chests at all, and you cannot loot them. If you are quick enough and have like a good jump, you can actually make it all the way across. So I'm gonna see if I can get the timing right just to show you guys. So there we go. But as you can see, we can't actually interact with any of these chests, so it's really just a tease. However, once we head down here, which is how we progress, we just head through, and there is our second gate that we need, and the one that had the key there. Ooh, nice bit of rems, cool. And from here we're just going to need to go up to the gate, unlock the gate, and step into the room here. Here is our missing party. We just need to select and pick up the scroll, and that's it. Super simple if you know the path. As you can see here from this, there were several tunnels that go up. There's a lot of like here where we started going around. It would actually loop back into this tunnel and then allow us to go north here, or you know, it gets very confusing. I know when I first started doing this quest, it was I would spend, you know, half hour, sometimes longer, just trying to figure out where to go. So it definitely, I do recommend using the path that I laid out here before you, just to help you get through it a little bit quicker. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. It's been a lot of fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, all.